This is the section I want to do today. It's behind my shed. I have a small shed there which I'll show you in a moment, but I just want to make it a bit more presentable, especially as it's the boundary with my neighbour, and so I don't want some of the things to be falling over. But I can see my path. I just need to make it a bit more defined. So I've got a pair of gloves and I've got my secateurs. It's going to be one of those days today. Because this hedge has never been cleaned before, you can see there's a lot of the dead stuff from the brambles from years ago. So it's going to be quite a task to clean it. But let's start at the very beginning. Just to the side of my shed, there is a pot which is full of water, and it has some lilies growing in it. Can't see any wildlife, but I'm going to keep it. But I'm just going to tidy up the area a bit. I had a quick look inside the shed when I got the plot, but I haven't really had a good examination because it was difficult to get the shed door open. But there just seems to be a load of tools. So it's not going to be that much of an interesting video, this one. It's just a bit of cleaning. But the first thing I need to start is by the shed here. Just getting up some of this grass so I can actually get into the shed. That's interesting. There's a hole at the bottom. I wonder if there's mice in there. I do have a pair of gloves that was sent to me by Barbara from the States, so thanks very much, Barbara. I've just put one hand on because in order to use the camera, so I've only brought one glove down. But I will bring the others down so I can get on in safety. But sometimes it's beneficial to just get your hand in and give stuff a good old wrench. I don't know if I'm going to keep this greenhouse, this little shed here. It'll be okay for the time being. Like I've always said, this will be a realistic look at taking on a plot, and everybody's different. Everybody's got a different way of doing things. I could get this plot finished within a week if I caked it with chemicals, which is what we used to do back in the 80s. But that's not the done thing now, because we've learnt and we know a bit better. So it just takes time, and I think it's a lot easier if you've got two people. So if you've taken a plot on and you're a couple, it's much easier because you can encourage each other. Not that I'm complaining. I quite like the fact that I can come down and get some peace and quiet from the business of life. See, there's a lot of dead growth in here. So when you took your plot on, how did you tackle it? Did you put chemicals on top? Did you do the no-dig method? Tell me below. I have found over the years though, the quick way to do a plot, the little trick, is just to get on your hands and knees and do one piece at a time. So today, I'm just going to do this piece. I might not even get to the whole thing, but as long as I've made a dent in it, that's fine. Find bits like this. I might be able to use that somewhere. I'm trying on this plot not to be that type of person who will save things for a rainy day, because I find that is a surefire way of making your plot fill up with junk. In the winter I'm going to be busy enough getting rid of all that wood you can see behind me that was left by the previous people. I've got no idea what's in it. It could be treasure in the middle of it. But bonfire night, I've been looking into the rules, and you're allowed a bonfire on your actual plot, which will be good. And my plan is to get a few of the people who have helped me this year to come up for a bonfire, have a few little drinks around the campfire. It'll be rather nice. Trying not to move this because I can already feel in the glute my muscles starting to seize. So I don't want to put too much energy and be out for the rest of the week. You know, slow and steady and all that. Now these are blackberries, but I'm not going to keep them. They're going, just like my secateurs has just gone. There we go. So apologies for not being that interesting this week. Oh. Put that back on. I do like the quirkiness of plots of things like this. Right, I'm going to get on and do this, and I'll catch up with you soon. Maybe I should go into Rag and Bones. You know, the old rag and bone man that used to come around the streets with a horse and cart, and if you give him something, you used to have a goldfish in a little plastic bag. I wish he would turn up now. I could give him a lot of scrap. Look at that. It's from the Industrial Revolution. I seem to have quite a few of those, 4 of them in total. See, this is the thing now. I should throw them out, but is it worth keeping them? It could be used as a cage or something for my brassicas. Okay, maybe I'll keep these. One more. Just found a bit of wood here. I can try and fill in this hole. There you go, temporary measure. Now I was going to take these down, but I haven't got a right thing to cut them. I might just leave them there. So I've done that bit. Quite pleased with what I've done so far. It's just a small bit, but you know, small bits turn into big bits, which then turns into a job completed. Right, so we've done that section. I'm going to move on to this bit now. I'll come back at the end and I want to tidy up the bottom, but for the time being I'm just sort of doing a preliminary clean because of these ropes, these bits of metal. It was a good idea, but for things like this you've got to keep on top of. And also because I'm cleaning this up, that means I could put the shed back a bit further on my plot. Not that I want any extra space, because I have enough. It's just trying to make the best of what I've got. Because I do have a plan. And I wish I could draw, because I would love to draw you it. Sort of looking towards the shed or something, but I'm hopeless at stuff like that. But I do have a sort of map on my website, which I'll put a link to below, where it's a very crude outline of what I want to do where. But it's a nice day today, not too hot, there's a bit of wind up, and there's nobody here to disturb me, so I can get on. I don't know how somebody could kill a blackberry. They just grow and grow. So whoever had this before me had skills. Look. Even the pole is broken, it's been here for so long. I might try and save the metal, see if I can use it somewhere else. But I'm finding all manner of bits and bobs. Look at this. Little plastic tubing. Maybe keep that and use it as cold frames. Put that on the shed for the time being. Right, let me just stop talking and get on with it. Good thing about this, it's a thornless blackberry. Which is something to be thankful for. At least there's no thorns to shred me to bits. Another thing I need to be careful about when doing this is the bees. Because it's a nice sunny day. There are quite a few of them out this morning. So that was a perfect opportunity to go and have a cup of tea. Right, let's get rid of this. Keep the path nice and clean. For the time being, I am just making a pile of rubbish in this corner here, just dumping everything, because I need to have somewhere where I can dump stuff in order to get on with the rest of it. So that'll be the last task to do, is to clean that up in a year or two's time. Well, the task is complete. It was just to cut down the brambles. The task of removing them from the ground and making a bed here, maybe for some flowers, that's phase number 2. First phase was just to get the brambles and the bindweed down from this frame. And it's the first time I've been on the plot in the evening, and I must say the light is wonderful. Well, thanks for joining me for this video. feels rather pleasing to get something done. Like I've said in the past, it's all about doing a little bit and doing it often. So that first phase has been done. Next phase now is to cut out a bed around that section. And what am I going to put there? I haven't decided. Maybe a lattice fence with some clematis, some summer flowering clematis and winter flowering clematis, or maybe some bits of metal like I've got now, but to update it, and maybe some cordoned apples. I haven't decided yet. Got plenty of time to decide. It's all about enjoying the space, and it's beautiful to be down here in the evening. This is the first time I've been this late. It's gone about 8 o'clock, about 8:15 it is, and I might stay until sunset and see what it's like. But it's nice to be down here. It's nice and quiet, and if you have a plot, I wonder if you've noticed what I've noticed through over the years. If you go down in the morning, there is the morning gang. Same people you see every day, doesn't matter if it's a weekday or on the weekend. The morning gang is there. Then you go in the afternoon and it's a different set of people. The afternoon gang. And you come down in the evening now, and I've met a load of new people that I've never seen before. So they must be the evening gang. And I've noticed it so often throughout the years. So tell me, do you have that on your site? Well, I'm going to finish off my water because it's been a really hot day today. In the greenhouse it's got as high as 28 degrees. So I'm going to water everything, then I'll be heading home. So I will catch up with you next Thursday evening. So from me until then, bye for now.